Hey guys, welcome back. Todd Huey here with Lone Star Boars and Huey Outdoors. And in this video we're going to go over my top picks for thermal weapon sights in 2019 and early 2020. First and foremost, there is no one thermal weapon sight that's going to do everything. There are specific ones that do certain things better, just like everything else. It is always best to give me a call and we will go over your budget, your style of hunting, what you're hunting, terrain, all of that stuff, and try to narrow down which will fit your particular uses better. How to get a hold of me, it's very easy. Give me a call. Here's the number on the screen. It is 817-668-1001, and we can go over and tailor fit this thermal weapon sight to your needs. But these are my top choices that we have, and we're going to go over what they are and the reasoning behind it. Number one, for the late quarter 2019, this is the scope that I use the most for what I do, which is a combination of open terrain to mid-cover terrain. It is the Envision Halo LR 50mm. It has a 12 micron 640 BAE core with a 50mm lens. What sets this scope apart and makes me choose it over the other options for my personal scope is the 50mm lens combination with that BAE core. It gets 3.5x magnification, which is very good for thermal, with a wide field of view. That combination is deadly. I hunt, again, wide open spaces to semi-thick trees, and I also hunt with a lot of people that use Pulsar XP50 trails, which are only 1.6x magnification. If I had all just magnification, when they have the trails, they want to get up close 30, 40 yards sometimes, and with more magnification without this field of view, I'm only seeing one hog at a time. This allows me to get up close, still be able to make good running shots, and then also engage far off with superior resolution. This BAE core, in my opinion, over the mid-range to low-range competition, has a 30% better image. Now, there are some things, there's no onboard recording with the BAE 12 micron cores. There's no rechargeable internal battery pack with these. The processor on these BAE cores, they put all the processing power to the image, and that's why, I mean, you can have two 640 scopes side by side, but this one, because of the quality of the lens, the screen, the processor, and everything is going not to any gimmicky compass or something like that, gives you the better image. The lens gives you the magnification and the field of view. If you don't know, on top here is a Anchor battery. It's what they use to charge cell phones and stuff. I Velcro it on the top here with a 5,000 milliamp in Texas. With our, doesn't get as cold as it does in other parts of the country, but in Texas, this will run the scope all night, along with this camera, this LPMR camera that I record with, all night from sundown to sunup without having to switch out. The scope does take 4 CR123 batteries that'll run you 3 to 4 hours if you don't use one of these, but I highly recommend this. They're not very expensive. I think this one cost me $30. You can get, if you're in a colder climate, you can get 10, even 20,000 milliamp batteries that will last a long time. When I first saw these scopes, I was not impressed with the polymer housing or the controls. I thought that it looks cheap. But after a year of hard use, I use this scope more than any other scope. It still looks brand new. The polymer housing doesn't show any damage. It takes hits. It doesn't get damaged. It's also lighter. For the size of the scope, it's extremely light. It's about the same weight as a Trijicon Reap-IR 35mm, which is a much smaller scope. The controls, when I first saw these controls, I thought we were taking a step backwards. I like the turret controls on the others. They were very easy to use. But after using this, once you get it set up, that you don't have to do any menus. You have your power button to turn it on. You have your zoom button that cycles through your zooms. And then you have your nuke button when you need to clear everything up. It's very fast, a lot better than what I ever thought. I thought they were taking a step back but after using it, I don't think there's a scope that I can use faster than this scope. Also, it has a 5-year warranty, a very good price for what you're getting in this unit. So this is my top pick for the last quarter of 2019 and 2020. I don't know of any new scopes coming out that are going to replace it. I don't know of any new technology. I think we're stuck with 12 micron for a while. The only thing I see coming is either maybe other manufacturers hopefully will jump into the fray and give us some more competition, and then maybe firmware upgrades of some type. But other than that, I don't know of anything that is going to replace this level at the civilian market. Next up, the Trijicon IR-Hunter 60mm. This scope has the largest lens with a BAE 12 micron core, the highest resolution, and the most magnification at this level of quality on the civilian market. If you're shooting small targets, a lot of my customers are up north shooting coyotes at very long range, you need the magnification and the resolution. This is the scope for you. It's backed by the Trijicon name. It has the turrets that I've always loved. When you buy it at Huey Outdoors, it comes with this. This is a longer tube here that takes rechargeable batteries that last 6 to 11 hours. So you do have a rechargeable battery. Same thing though, same thing with the better BAE core. You have the advantage of a 30% better image, but you don't have onboard recording. So I have the LPMR attached to the back of this, or you can hook an MDVR recorder, either one, to record your videos. But this is the big daddy when it comes to, you need the most magnification and the clearest image with the highest resolution. And this is my number 2 pick for a 2019 hunting season. Next up, another Trijicon. This is the Trijicon Reap-IR. This is the 35mm. It has 2.5x magnification, so good wide field of view. You can still shoot out farther with it with the great resolution. You can always zoom in if you need to, but it has a wide field of view for thicker wooded areas, the Senderos in West Texas where it's a bunch of mesquite scrub where you don't get too far shots. It's very fast. It's also really small and a light package. It takes up a lot less room. This is built on the Trijicon monocular platform, so you can actually, as a return to zero mount, you can take this off and it fits in your hand very nicely and do dual role as a monocular and as a weapon sight. It also has the dovetail mount here on top. You can helmet mount it and wear it as a helmet mounted unit. It's light, it's small, it's fast, and again the same image as the others, just a smaller lens, so less detection range, less magnification, but the same clarity. Again, no onboard recording. I have the LPMR hooked to the back, and this one does have the when you buy them at Huey Outdoors, again, the rechargeable battery kit. On this particular one, it only lasts 4 to 6 hours. So not as long a use as the IR-Hunter, but still rechargeable batteries. You can get extra sets of batteries to be able to go all night long with it. So that is the end of the top tier units. Now we're going to go to the mid to low range units. In mid to low range, there's only one option in my opinion. The others have either no customer service, have stability issues, have quality control issues. They're just not as good a products in my opinion. I don't even sell them because I don't want to give my customers things that are going to cause them problems. So when we come to mid-range, you have one choice. Pulsar is it. I'm hoping that will change. I'm hoping somebody will come in and step up their game. But as of the end of 2019, this is it. This is their flagship model here. This is the Pulsar Trail XP50. It's a 640 with a 50mm lens and the laser rangefinder attached to it. The laser rangefinder, you push a button, it shows you the range in the scope. That is a huge advantage for thermal, because if you have never used thermal, you're looking at a computer screen. There's no depth of field. It's very hard to judge range if you don't know where you're at or if the conditions are bad. So that gives this scope a very big advantage. It is a 640, but like I said, the scopes that we just looked at previously, the Envisions and Trijicon, have about a 30% advantage. Even though they're both 640, the clarity is just better on those. But this is a very good, and it's a lot cheaper than the others. Again, this is a mid-grade scope, so 640, good image with a laser rangefinder. It does have onboard recording. It comes with a battery that lasts 6 to 8 hours that is rechargeable. It's built like a tank. Here is the non-LRF version of the XP50 Trail. Mine is missing pieces. It's been dropped. I use this. I let people use this when they come hunt. It's my loaner scope. It's built like a tank. Pulsar customer service is second to none. They've been the top dog for customer service for a while. They take care of their customers. The only drawback that I see to the Trails is the magnification. It just, their flagship, again, this is the flagship model minus the rangefinder, is only 1.6x, which for somebody that hunts thick cover may be very good for. Again, everybody's individual needs are different, but for my needs, I prefer more magnification. This works, and for the cost, it's a very good, I like to think of these, I tell people all the time, these are the AK-47s of the thermal world. They're not the prettiest, they're not maybe the best image, but they work, and they're cheap for thermal standards. You can also get different variations of this. This is the flagship. It goes XP50 Trail, which is 640, XP38, which is a smaller lens, but 640, XQ50, XQ38, which are half the resolution, but a little bit more magnification, but they're cheaper scopes. So there's something there from low to high. Now, in thermal areas, I really don't think there's anything below the $3,300 mark, and that's where the XQ38, the base model, starts. XQ38 Trail is $3,299 or $95. Other than that, the price goes up. That's really, if you want something that has focus and is a decent image, that's where you should start. There's really nothing below that. The only thing that is below that I would even consider, and I don't have one on a rifle because I don't like to use it, it gives me a headache when I use it, is the RXQ30 Trail from Pulsar, and that is their base model, and it comes in under $2,000. The RXQ30 Core has a small lens that's fixed focus at 50 yards, and anything closer, anything farther is going to be a little bit out of focus. That's what gives me a headache because I hunt with these things all night. I know people that use it and love it, so it's going to be a personal preference thing, but that's the only thermal optic that I would even consider that's under the XQ38 Trail. Hope you learned something. Again, give me a call because we need to tailor fit these to your needs and your budget. I'm available all the time. I try to answer the phone. If I don't answer the phone, it's because I'm on the phone with another customer. I'm out killing pigs and I'm walking up on them and I didn't get it. If you call me in the middle of the night and I don't answer, it's probably because I'm out killing pigs and I can't answer the phone. Leave me a message, because if I don't have signal, I won't know you even called. Other than that, I generally answer the phone 24/7 and give you a call back within an hour if I get the message. All right, that's it for 2019. Thank you for watching.